What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in. So this is episode 3 of the pickup and magnet swap. So basically what we're doing is we are trying it out with a ceramic, a C8 magnet. So if you've followed along, thanks for following. If not, please join in on the fun. Basically, we're taking the Deviant Reaper and the Valkyrie pickups. We're using the bridge. We have a ceramic magnet installed. We've already done the Alnico 8, the Alnico 5, and the Alnico 4. I actually found an Alnico 6, but I'm not going to test it out, at least not in the video series. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let me flip screens real quick, and we'll talk about everything that's going on. So we've got the Alnico 4 here in the blue. We've got the Alnico 5, the ceramic magnet. Or the Alnico 8, I'm sorry, in gold. The ceramic magnet is here. Now this one is going to be the playback for when I reamp each one of the signals so that you can hear it back in real time. I'm going to mute that for now. So I've got it set up to where the DI is actually going to send to where you can hear it. So if I hit play right now on the Alnico 8, you should be hearing the DI track playing. Guess I could check on my headphones. Did I break? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright. So, alright. Whatever. Alright, so we've got it playing. You'll be able to hear that. I might just mute those when we do the reamp part. So let's go ahead and get let's get the DI track for the ceramic. And let's see how that does. All right. So we're going to be recording on that one. Blue, blue. I'm going to mute that. All right, that's the DI track for the C8. So now, I'll go ahead and take this off because we don't even need it no more for this video. All right, so let's squash those. So let's compare the signals because, I mean, they just look so different. I guess I could zoom in just a little bit, minimize that. So the A8 still looks like it's louder comparing it to the wave, you know, the signal strength. But look at the 4. I mean, the 4 is very weak. So I'm curious to see how well this is actually going to kind of affect what we are going to hear. Now, yeah, I don't know. So let's do this. Can you guys see that okay? For the most part? I mean, there's nothing else going on up here. Yeah, should be good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mute. We're going to start with the A4. Now, the two amps that we are going to be using is my Victory Super Kraken and my MESA single rectifier. Both of those are on. I got the level, I believe, dialed in pretty good. We're also going to use a boost pedal after the fact, but first up, let's see how each one does without a boost pedal. And then we'll boost it with the Grim 3 on both of these amps. And all of this is going to be done in real time. I'll have to go back and edit and kind of post on the screen which amp and with or without the boost. You might be able to see the boost that's right here. You see the little white light, kind of look for that. That'll also indicate when the boost pedal is on or off. So, boost is off. We're going to start with the Victory Super Kraken. And yeah, let's just kind of get right into it. So, I'm going to mute the DI signals just because we don't need them. Yeah. All right. So we are on the Alnico 4 magnet. That is going to be the one we hear in the playback. So let me unmute that. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I gotta turn that back on so this way we get a loop. Oh, shit. Hold on. Something is not... What is not playing? Oh, I know what it is. Amp switcher was turned off. All right, I need to figure out. I think the reverb's on. Turn that shit off. Let's do this. So let's do a run through. We are going to stick with the Victory Super Kraken. Let's start with 4 or the Alnico 4, and we'll go from there. right, so right off the bat, there is some audible differences in the room. I haven't heard the playback yet, so I can't tell you what you guys are hearing as I'm talking in real time. So, audibly, the 4 sounds kind of thin. So far, I'm not a fan of that. 5, it's kind of got like a slight scoop to it. It's a little fuller sounding, but it's just got a slight scoop. I don't know. Now the 8 has a lot of low end. I like that. I think that sounds really good. It's full sounding, and the highs aren't quite terrible, but the C8 definitely is a tighter sounding version of the Alnico 8 to me. So it sounds tighter, but it's not quite as harsh on the top end as I was expecting it to be. So now let's switch over to the MESA, and we're going to do basically the exact same thing, starting with the Alnico 4. All right, so that was the MESA single rectifier with all the magnets. Still kind of hearing the same thing. The 4 sounds kind of thin. There's a slight scoop to the 5, nothing too crazy on that amp. But the 8, the Alnico 8 and the Ceramic 8 are pretty much identical. They didn't sound, at least from what I'm hearing in the room. Again, I haven't heard my playback yet, so let's go ahead. We're going to boost it, and this is going to be the Victory. Yeah, so this is going to be the Victory Super Kraken with the boost pedal. So we're going to have the Grim 3 growing. And we're going to click here. All right. All right, so that was the Grim 3 going into the Victory Super Kraken. The 4 sounded pretty good. I definitely think the 8 and the C8, the Alnico 8 and the Ceramic 8 sounded the best. The Alnico 8 still, it sounds fuller. It's got a lot more low end to it. Not as harsh on the top end, on the highs. However, the C8 sounds good. It's really tight. It cleans up that low end even more. So that's something to consider. So we switched over to the MESA. Now we are going to start all over. All right, here we go. All right, so with that was the Grim 3 with the MESA single rectifier. The Alnico 4 still sounds thin. There's like no low end, there's no low mids, none of that. So for this pickup, the Alnico 4 is out. So that leaves the other 3. The A5, it's okay. It's not bad. I could see it as like a kind of hard rock, you know, kind of pickup sound. But the A8 still sounds full. It's big and percussive. I mean, it's got a lot of body to it, much like myself. But the Ceramic, it's definitely tighter. I like the way it sounds. It's tighter, but I don't like the top end. It's always too bright. I've always said that about ceramics in my taste. So I would probably still go towards the A8. Now that we've done that, let's go back to the Victory. We're going to turn the boost pedal off, but instead, we're now going to try and do the clean part of it. Oh no, not the cleans. Because I just kind of want to see how well the cleans are going to sound. Is there going to be a notable difference with the way the cleans are going to come through? So let's start with the Alnico 4 and do the same thing. There we go. I said cleans, right? So, all right, let's go to the clean channel. I'm not going to do the MESA. We're just going to do it on the Victory. We'll start it over on the Alnico 4. All right, so that is the cleans. The A4 and the A5 sounded the best. The 8 was warm, had a lot of body, but I think it was too much. And it was actually starting to push into some clipping territory. The ceramic, way too bright. Again, this is the bridge pickup, so I'm expecting it to be bright, but it's way more than I prefer. In the mix, that's probably a good thing. I'm not a sound engineer, so don't take my word for anything important, you know. So, anyways, that is kind of everything. This is a long video. It's like 20 some odd minutes. And it's still going. So I will probably have to break this up. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that is going to be the final outcome. For me, I'm actually going to put the Alnico 8 magnet back into the Valkyrie. I think it sounds incredible. And in the next series, we will check out neck pickups, because I think that's going to be where this really kind of has the most change, more so than the bridge. So tell me in the comments below what you guys thought. What of these 4 did you prefer? And tell me in the comments below. See you in the next one, hopefully.